Hello. Quick little snack. Oh my God. That's cold. What is up, beautiful human beings? Thank you for coming to my channel and clicking on this video. Today I am bringing you a Q&A with Kay. Q&A with Kay. Q&A with Kay. A few days back, I asked you guys to ask me any questions you had on Instagram. I'm gonna be just randomly selecting a few of them. I haven't even read through them, I just screenshot them, so I will just answer them as I go and be just as surprised as you are. Let's get into it. I feel like it's weird that I'm standing. I feel like most people do Q&As and they're really cozy. So should I sit in this chair? Okay, we're just gonna stand, okay? That's what we're gonna do. All right, first question. Where do you live? We'll start off with an easy one. I live in Charleston, South Carolina. I was born and raised in Greenville, South Carolina, but moved to Charleston about a year ago, and I love it. I used to vacation here with my family, and it always just felt like home. A 10 out of 10 recommend. Are you religious? I believe that Jesus died on the cross for me. I believe in God. I wouldn't say that I am overly religious. When I think of religious, I think of like having to check off boxes and earn your way into heaven and follow all these strict rules. I just believe in having a close relationship with God, and I want everybody to experience the joy that He brings me. Would you ever do OnlyFans? Switching gears real fast. I wouldn't do OnlyFans. It's tempting though. People be rolling in the dough. No shade if you do, but for me personally, that's just not me. Industry kind of makes me a little sad. I feel like even though people are choosing to do it, I feel like it's become so normal for females to like technically sell their bodies online, and it just makes me sad. Also, I'm just not sexy. Like, I'm cute and bubbly and fun, but like, I can't be serious. Like, take a picture of me serious, I'd be like, but like, that's not me. That's not me. Any big trips coming up? The next 2 trips will be Miami and then California. So the end of this month is going to be insane. Insane in the membrane. I'm going to Miami for a big, beautiful wedding. I will bring you guys along, and then coming back for 2 days and going literally to Orange County. And I'm also planning a trip to the Dominican right now. There's a bunch of things in the work, so I'm excited. What supplements are you taking now? So I've just been really in tune with my body and really use very minimal supplements at the moment. I only use things that are really beneficial for my hormones and gut health. So right now those are magnesium, not citrate. That'll make you go to the bathroom. I also take a probiotic for my gut. I'm trying to balance out the good and bacteria in there. And then I take L-glutamine every single day to try to restore my gut lining. I don't know if that's even how you say that. And also digestive enzymes, which have been a game changer. I try to get them through food like pineapple, papaya, but I don't get enough, so I take a little digestive enzyme before my meals to help me digest it. Other than that, I occasionally use like my TRUVANI protein powder because it is the only one that does not hurt my stomach. It is clean. I literally am obsessed with the brand. I've bought them for years. I recently got a code from them though, so I will link it down below if you're interested in trying it out, but not like sponsored to say this. I just genuinely love them. That's the only kind that doesn't mess with my gut. So I'll have a scoop of that in my yogurt just at night because it tastes good. I even stopped creatine for a while because I swear my body was all over the place. I was having skin issues and bloating issues in my gut, and I just felt like I needed to take a step back from everything that could potentially be hurting it. How did you clear your acne? Skin is a work in progress, but I will say it is worlds better than it was even just a few months ago. My tips would be, first of all, your diet, like what goes into your body in your mouth, like actually will show on your skin. So usually acne is a sign that something's not quite right inside, whether it's hormonal imbalance, gut issues, caffeine. Not fully caffeine. I have matcha and green tea, but I don't have caffeinated coffee anymore. I'll drink decaf. Also, I just cut out all my fancy, expensive skincare. My medical grade skincare that everyone told me to buy on TikTok, cut it out. I went to a super simple cleanser, which I can link down below, that I get off of Amazon, but it's a Korean cleanser, and then a moisturizer. changed the game. Simple is better if you're trying to figure out acne and things. You don't need some crazy harsh scrub or anything. Honestly, your skin probably just needs a really great moisturizer and it just needs to chill. Another thing I will say that has helped a ton, Curology. You go online, they prescribe you a product that's just for your skin after you fill out a survey. It's like a topical ointment. That stuff has worked so well. I'm not sponsored or anything. I honestly doubted the company. I was like, this is not gonna work, like an online dermatologist, but it freaking is working, knock on wood. Do you drink alcohol? I do not drink alcohol. I've never been a big drinker. I drank some in college, but I really didn't drink much. I was never really like a crazy party girl. And honestly, I could probably count on one hand the amount of drinks I've had in the past 5 years. A lot of my friends drink, family drinks, and I hang out with them and it's casual and it's great and I don't think anything of it. I just don't need it, and I obviously am really focused on my health, and aside from the social aspects of drinking, there are no physical benefits of it. So for me, being super health conscious too, that plays a big role of like, why do I want to put this poison in my body? I hate it. I'm really wild. I be up in the club without it. I don't need it to have fun. Do you track macros? If no, how do you stop? I just, as in like this week, like 2 days ago, started tracking macros again, just not fully, just 4 days of the week, basically. I'm doing a little thing called carb cycling, just for like a little goal. I'll probably do it for a few weeks until summer, just to do like a mini cut, but nothing drastic, no toxic, crazy low calorie. Most of the time, no. I finally got to a place that I have been eating intuitively and I love it. I feel free. I never thought I would get to that point. I feel like I used to feel so trapped, and once I started tracking, I was like, oh God, I'm never gonna be able to stop. I'm stuck. And I literally felt like I was a slave to this app. Like I felt like if that, oh, I'm still hungry, but oh, I already went over 3 grams of carbs today. There's no way I can grab another snack. Like I wouldn't even eat things that were nutritious for me because they had too many calories. If you feel like you're stuck tracking, you're not. Just remember that tracking is supposed to be a tool, and it is a great tool. It is a great way to reach your goals effectively. It's a great learning tool to learn like what portion sizes are and what foods are carbs and what's are fat and what protein, but it is not meant to be a forever thing. The whole goal of tracking is to be able to learn enough about food so that you can eat intuitively and be in tune with your body and listen to your hunger cues. Because if you only track and stop eating because an app tells you to 24/7, like your hunger cues aren't gonna work anymore, which is what happened to me. My tip, if you want to stop tracking, don't open the app and just break your streak on MyFitnessPal for 1 day a week. And then every week, add an extra day or so. And then eventually you'll get to the point where you see like, I'm not gonna lose all my progress if I don't track every single meal. Ease into it, that's my advice. Do you ever suffer from disordered eating? Yes. I definitely did. I definitely have struggled with, I wouldn't say one specific eating disorder, but definitely disordered thoughts around food and exercise. Used to over-exercise and under-eat, especially around the time I lost my dad. It was like a control thing. I couldn't control anything in my life. It felt like a mess, but the only thing I felt like I could control was how thin I was. I ran like freaking 10 miles a day. A toxic coach came into my life, showed interest in trying to help me, you know, get fit, and I was new to the whole weightlifting thing. I didn't know what a cut was, or I'd never built muscle or anything, but for some reason this man took me right into a cut, would grab the stomach on my skin, the skin on my stomach, and say like, oh, you're looking bloated today, and he would pinch it. You're looking watery today, and you gotta do extra cardio, and it just mentally effed me up. That was the first time I started tracking. I became so obsessed with it. Like, I was not lenient at all. It wasn't like, oh, I'm 10 grams over, it's not a big deal. It was literally like down to the gram. He had me on less than 40 grams of fat for over a year. And to be honest, I'm still having period and cycle problems because of that. I was so fatigued, I was so depressed, I was so sad. I never wanted to hang with friends because I was so tired. I didn't have energy to do anything but go to the gym. If I could go anywhere in the world, where would I go? These are my top 3 places that I want to go to right now. I want to go to Greece, I want to go to Australia, and I want to go to Hawaii. How did you start working for yourself? I was an assistant producer actually right out of college for a wonderful fitness festival. It was really cool, but it was there I realized that I wanted to be on the other side. I didn't want to be the person with the walkie-talkie setting up the event. I wanted to be the teacher on stage teaching. I was like, you know what? I'm going to start personal training. But as you know, as you're building up clients, you don't make that much money. So I took a part-time job at a local fitness boutique. I worked the fitness boutique in the morning and then went right to the gym and trained. Eventually, I got my clientele built up enough where I could quit the fitness boutique and just spend all my time in the gym training people. But even that filled up very quickly. I was in there 8 hours a day and I couldn't accept any more, so I knew the only way I could continue to grow my business was to go online. So from there I was like, you know what, I think I can do this entrepreneur thing. And my husband helped me, but we made an LLC for me. I just went for it. I really went for it. It was scary because when I was assistant producer for a festival, I was making good money. It was safe, it was stable, it was a comfy job. I just felt in my heart that that was not God's best for me. My advice is just to be willing to get uncomfy. Anytime I've taken a risk and just jumped for something scary, it's always been so rewarding. So just do it. You just have to jump. There's never gonna be a perfect time. There's never gonna be a number in your bank account either that you feel safe to just just go. Thoughts on deload. Deload, if you don't know what that is, like a deload week, which is basically taking like a week or a certain amount of time to kind of just go through the motions in the gym, but just not lift barely any weight. Basically giving your body some rest in a way, sorry, I'm literally moving my camera as I talk to you, but basically giving your body some much needed rest and recovery time. And I think that it's crucial. I think it's important. I think deloads are great for you mentally. If you struggle with being able to rest and taking a week off kind of freaks you out, I think that a deload week is a good option because you're still in the gym, but you're just going through the motion. So yeah, deloads are great. Thoughts on carbs. Carbs are great. I freaking love carbs. I feel like carbs, fats, and proteins were all created for a reason, and that we as human beings should consume all of them. I do get my carbs from unprocessed sources mainly. Potatoes, rice, oats. Well, I can't have oats right now because of my stomach problems, but cream of rice, things like that. You get the gist. If I could be any superhero, who would I be? To be honest, I don't really keep up with superheroes. I was more of a princess girl growing up, so can I change this question to princess? Because if I could be any princess, I would be Moana. And she's kind of like a superhero because she's like a BA, adventure, ocean, princess girl, you know? I want to be Moana. So you didn't ask, but I'm going to be Moana. Second is Ariel. Anything in the ocean. Like powerful women that are independent and adventurous and like to swim in the ocean, that's me. That's what I want. Link to your new running shoes. Okay, I'll put the link below, but I got some new running shoes. I love them. If I figure out how to insert a picture, I will insert it here. I'm really insecure and want to start working out, but I have no motivation. Do you have tips? Find a reason that goes beyond physical appearance. You need to learn how to start working out because you love yourself and kind of having that mindset of like, I'm gonna work out to take care of my body and my temple that God gave me, as opposed to being like, I'm gonna work out because I hate my thighs or my butt. Negative thinking will always lead to failure, and negative self-talk will always lead to failure. That's my number one tip. On the days that are hard and you don't feel like going to the gym, find that reason, and I can't tell you what it is, but I would just say do some soul searching, because once you find that, it makes the whole difference. Go to the gym even when you don't feel like it, because your reason is so much deeper than something surface level. Moving on. Where are your surfboards from in your bedroom? So I only have one in my bedroom, but it is a beautiful surfboard. It's actually vintage. I got it from a local surf shop here in Charleston. And it's cool because they tell you all the history about it. It is an old board and I'm a beginner and it's too small for me to ride, but it's a cool decoration. Husband wedding deets. Okay, I'll try to put some pics on the screen. I am married. A lot of people don't know that. My husband chooses not to be on social media. We just kind of like to keep that part of our life private, and I respect that. He do be making appearances on my close friend's story, but he's a businessman, an entrepreneur. He's amazing. I met him actually a long time ago in middle school. I didn't want anything to do with him, but then we kind of reconnected in college. We've been married for just about 2 years. I love him. He's my best friend, my partner in crime. He supports me. It's unreal. Do you want kids? I used to think like by the time I'm 24, I'd have 2 kids. What? I feel like I am a baby. My mind is just so not there. Keith and I are just having so much fun. We're traveling, meeting friends. Like, we can't even take the responsibility of a dog right now, much less a child. I don't feel like it's on my heart right now. It might be in the future. I would love to have a little mini Kayla that we could be twins and look so cute. But the idea of having a kid right now is just not it. Not in a rush to have no babies up in here. Why did you move away from home? After losing my dad, I really felt like I was called to move to Charleston because I felt so close to him here, because this is where he lost his life. It's also where we spent our last weeks together as a family on family vacation. So when I would come and visit, I would just feel so close to him near the ocean. And I'm just an ocean girl. I have been through and through my whole life. So I've always known I wanted to live at the coast. But after losing my dad, it just definitely gave me that little push of like, go to the beach. This is gonna have to be my last one because it got me started into fitness. I used to do competitive dancing, did that literally like 7 days a week, 6 hours a day, thought that was gonna be my life, my career. Ended up going to college because my parents wanted me to. Floated around trying to figure out who I was. And in that process, I started running. And then eventually running kind of turned into just like this love of fitness. And I was like, oh, and I would do like little workout videos in my dorm. And the main reason I got into fitness and stuck with it is because of the healing. And I'm very passionate now about showing others the healing power of fitness. It literally saved me. It saved my life, helped me heal during like the darkest years of my life. And so now I am so passionate about sharing that with others. That's gonna be where I quit it. Thank you for asking questions. If you asked questions, go follow me on Instagram so that you don't miss out next time that I do a Q&A. Also, comment down below what you wanna see from me next. I love you guys. I'm grateful for you. I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful, joyful, fabulous day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. We're done. We're done.